Okay, so as continuation, dito tayo sa problem na pertaining sa withdrawal, retirement, or death of a partner. So basahin ko lang, the following are the capital balances of NSTP firm, a general professional partnership before making any necessary adjustments and distribution of profit and losses. So for N capital, 330,000, S capital, 670,000, T capital, 290,000, P capital, 210,000. Okay? So, hindi ko na isa-isahin, pero klaro dito na magkakaroon ng revaluation before um, the withdrawal of partner P. Ayan, si partner P kasi yung magwi-withdraw sa partnership. Effective April 1, 2025. Okay, pero syempre, magkakaroon nga ng revaluation at ito yung mga yon. Okay? And at the same time, the partner's profit and losses, okay, sharing, ito yon. Okay? At the same time, for the 3 months period ending March 31, 2025, the partnership earned a net profit of 200,000. So, hindi pa to na-distribute kasi yung binigay dito na capital, klaro naman ang sinabi, before any adjustment and distribution of profit and loss. So, we have to update the capital balances, okay, pertaining to the undistributed profit and at the same time yung revaluation. Okay? So, ano ang requirement of the problem? Prepare necessary journal entries. Pero, of course, with the following independent cases. Okay, hanggang scenario 5. So, kung paano yan, okay, pakita na natin yung solution. Okay. For scenario 1, ito yung solution natin. So, if you will notice, capital before the withdrawal of partner P. So, ito yon 330, 670, 290, 210. Tama? Ito yon. Okay? Next. Okay. So, sabi natin, wala pang adjustment na nangyari sa mga capital balances na to. So, yung revaluation at the same time yung undistributed profit, kailangan pa nating i-update. Okay? So, here's the distribution. So, for undistributed P&L, di ba ang total is 200,000? Tama po ba? Ito yon. So, distribute accordingly doon sa P&L ratio nila, which is 30%, 50%, 10%, 10%. So, 30% of 200,000, that is 60,000 for N, partner N. 50% of 200,000, that is 100,000 for partner S. 10% of that for partner T, 20,000. And at the same time for partner P, 20,000. Okay? Next, eto na, yung revaluation. Ang revaluation natin, loss. Okay? In total, that is 68,000. Okay? Paano nakuha yan? So, ito yung solution. Pero tingnan din natin dun sa problem. Okay? Sabi dito kasi, a customer with an outstanding balance of 50,000 was declared bankrupt. Ibig sabihin, bawas sa AR yan. Kaya may kita mo dito, negative 50. Okay? Yung solution natin. Next, inventory theft amounting to 15,000 was discovered. So, nabawasan ulit ang inventory. So, bawas yan, minus 15,000. Tapos, furniture depreciation was overstated by 5,000. Take note, overstated. Eh, di ba kung overstated, ibig sabihin, babawasan mo yung accumulated depreciation at the same time the depreciation expense. So, ang impact nun sa capital, tataas. Okay, bawas kasi sa expense eh. So, tataas ang capital. So, that's why plus 5K ka dito if you will notice the formula or the solution. Okay? And at the same time, unrecorded and unpaid taxes amounting to 8,000 were identified. So, additional expense, di ba? Additional liability. So, ang impact niyan sa capital, bawas. Kaya minus. Okay, minus tayo dito. Okay? So, ang total revaluation decrement or loss in effect is 68,000. So, distribute accordingly with their P&L ratio. 30% of that is 20,400. Okay, ng 68,000. Pero bawas, of course, 50% is 34,000. 10% is 6,800. Same with partner P. Okay? And do the mathematical computation, updated balance of partner N. Okay? Yung capital balance niya, 369,600. For partner S, 736. partner T, 303,200, and partner P, 223,200. Okay? So, okay na tayo. Updated na yung capital balances ng bawat isa. Ano ba ang nangyari sa scenario 1? Okay, scenario 1. Partner P sells his interest to his co-partners upon withdrawal for 216,000. So, yung capital balance ni P, lahat yan mapupunta sa mga partners niya. Okay, kasi nga binenta niya in the amount of 216,000. Magkano ba yung capital balance niya? 223,200. So, in effect, lugi siya, 'di ba? Kasi ang na-receive lang niyang pera from the partners, 'di ba? Doon sa dati niyang partners, 216. So, lugi siya doon. Pero just like the admission, 'di ba? Sa purchase of interest, pagdating sa sale of interest, wala na tayong pakialam doon sa gain or loss. Okay? Na nangyari. Okay? Kasi that's personal between the partners. Hindi yon nire-record sa partnership book. Okay? So, ang point lang natin dito, kailangan mawala sa capital ni partner P kung ano man yung balance niya at matransfer yon papunta sa mga matitirang partners. Okay? So, sa solution natin, tinanggal natin yung capital balance niya, no, to make it zero. So, negative 223,200, then distribute accordingly doon sa mga natirang partners. Paano ang distribution? P&L ratio. Okay? Di ba kung nawala si partner P, umalis, okay? Ang matitirang ratio nila is 3:5:1. Tama? 3:5:1. So, ganun natin i-distribute yung capital ni partner P, no? Doon sa pagbenta nangyari. So, that is 223,200 times 3/9. Bakit 3/9? Kasi ang total ng 3:5:1 is 9. For partner N, that is 3/9. Okay? Kaya mo nakuha dito yung plus na 74,400. Dito naman kay partner S, 5/9. Okay? So, 223,200 times 5/9. Okay? Ito naman kay partner T, okay, 1/9. Okay? 223,200 times 1/9. So, meron kang 24,800. Okay? So, ito yung na-transfer sa mga natirang partners. Okay? So, to clarify lang class, no? Hindi rin sinabi sa problem kung paano yung mangyayaring distribution nung capital balance ni P sa mga natirang partners. Okay? Kasi minsan, sa problem, kaklaruin yan eh. Not necessarily automatic na based doon sa P&L ratio nung natirang mga partners. Pwedeng maging basehan based on the capital contribution, okay, ng mga natirang partner. Okay? Or in other way of distributing the capital of the retiring partner. Okay? Depende yon sa napag-usapan ng mga natirang partner. Okay? Basically, hindi siya automatic pero since silent yung problem, we will base it from the P&L ratio. Okay? So anyway, ang balance as of now, 444,000 for partner N, 860,000 for partner S, and 328,000 for partner T. Okay? So, wala namang bonus as of now. Okay? And so, ang lalabas, yan na yon. Okay? As a grid. Tama ba? Now, to compute lang yung capital ratio nila, okay, you will just simply get the prorata, no? So, yung updated balance ni partner N, for example, 444, okay, versus dun sa total partnership capital, okay, after the withdrawal of the partner P, di ba? Ang total kasi ng ano nila, partnership capital is 1,632,000. Okay? So, the 444, okay, capital of partner N is 27.21% of that. Okay? Kay partner S naman, yung 860,000 yung capital balance out of the total partnership capital, that is 52.70%. And for partner T, 20.10%. Okay? So, yan yung bagong capital ratio nila. Okay? After the withdrawal of partner P. Okay? To record, okay, so una yung distribution ng profit, debit income summary, 200,000, and then respectively, NSTP. Kasama pa si P dito, syempre. Okay? So, 60, 100, 20, 20. Ito yon sa solution natin. Okay? And then, for revaluation, ito na. Okay, di ba nabawasan yung accounts receivable na 50,000? Okay? Yan yun. So, ang entry natin, credit. Sa inventory din, di ba, nanakaw. So, nabawasan inventory, credit din, 15,000. And then at the same time, yung furniture, over-depreciated yung furniture by 5,000. So, bawasan natin yung accumulated depreciation. Tama ba? Debit. And then tax payable, okay, kasi may hindi nabayaran na tax, 8,000. So, record it, credit, okay, 8,000. Then, accordingly, bawas yan sa capital ng bawat partners, NSTP, okay, 2,400, 34,000, 6,868. Ito yun, di ba, yung kanina. Okay? Tama? And to record the withdrawal of partner P, tanggalin lahat yung capital ni partner P sa record ng partnership. So that is 223,200 as updated. Ito yon before the retirement or the withdrawal. Okay? And then also, syempre, i-record yung na-transfer na capital doon sa mga natirang partner. NST, 74,400, 124,000, and 24,800. Ito yon yung kanina. Okay? Okay? So, I hope nasundan yan, ha? Simple lang yan. Next, scenario 2. Okay, this time, sa scenario 2, the partnership settled the withdrawal of partner P for 216,000. Same pa rin yung amount na na-receive ni partner P, no? Pero this time, ang partnership ang nag-settle. Hindi settlement between the partners. Settlement by the partnership. And so, dapat na-record yun sa partnership book. Okay? So, dapat ipakita natin yun mamaya sa entry. So, anyway, before that, let's see the solution. Okay? Walang pinagbago, class, dito sa portion na to. Parehas lang yan sa scenario 1. Okay? Yung dinistribute yung profit at dinistribute yung revaluation loss. So, ito pa rin yan. Parehas din yan. If you will notice. Yan, parehas. Okay? Parehas lang yan. Okay? Ang magkakaroon ng pagkakaiba doon sa withdrawal na nangyari. Kasi, kanina, sale yon. Okay? Sale of interest. Tama? Dito sa scenario 2, wala tayo niyan. Sa scenario 1, sale eh. Okay? Sa scenario 2, wala tayong sale of interest. Kasi nga, anong nangyari? Settlement by the partnership. So, magkano ang sinettle? Okay? Or how much yung binayad kay partner P? 216,000. So, in effect, yan yung mababawas na pera sa partnership. Okay? As far as the capital balance of partner P. Okay? So, pakita natin na dapat nabawas yun sa partnership capital balance. 216,000. Okay? So, if you will notice, may impact siya sa total partnership capital. Ha? Okay? Unlike pag sale of interest, wala tayong makikitang impact. Tama? Dito meron. Bawas, 216,000 kasi yan yung binayad. Okay? Sir, teka lang. Di ba ang balance ni partner P, 223,200? Yes, pero binayaran lang siya ng 216,000? Yes. Okay, so in effect, lugi siya. That's correct. Okay? Lugi siya by how much? 7,200. At yung 7,200, bonus yan doon sa natirang partner. Okay? So etong scenario 2 na to, dito may lalabas na bonus. Kasi kulang yung na-receive ni partner P. Pero since gusto na niyang umalis sa partnership, kaya tinanggap niya kahit kulang. Tama po ba? So, the 7,200 na difference considered bonus to all partners. And of course, para i-share yan or i-distribute yan, ang basis natin yung P&L ratio nung natirang partners, yung mga old partners. So, that is 3:5:1. Okay, so over 9 yan, ha? Over 9. So, 7,200, okay, times 3/9, dagdag 2,400 for partner N. And 5/9 of 7,200, that is 4,000 for partner S. And 1/9 of 7,200 is 800 for partner T. Okay? So, add accordingly. Kay partner N, meron na siyang lalabas na balance updated, okay, after the withdrawal of partner P, 372,000, kay partner S, 740,000, kay partner T, 304,000. So, itotal lang natin, okay, ang total ng partnership capital balance after the withdrawal of partner P is 1,416,000. Okay? So, to get the capital ratio, okay, the new capital ratio, of course, prorata lang natin yan. Ito yon, 372,000 over 1,416,000. Okay? Kaya mo nakuha yung 26.27% kay partner N. Same goes with partner S. Di ba? 740 divide 1,416,000. Tama ba? Kaya 52.26%. And kay partner T, 21.47%. Okay? Just in case nang natanungin ka sa problem, magkano ang capital ratio? Nasusundan? So, ang entry for distribution of profit, parehas lang yan. And at the same time, for revaluation, parehas. Pero pagdating doon sa entry ng payment, di ba? Kay partner P, okay, debit, P capital, 223,200. Okay, yung ano pa rin niya, yung capital balance pa rin niya before withdrawal. Okay, ito yon, 223,200. And at the same time, binayaran siya, di ba, ng partnership, credit cash, record yan ni partnership, 216,000. Okay? At the same time, may bonus kasi yun, di ba? 223,200 dapat pero ang nabigay lang sa kanya, 216. The 7,200 as computed here, na-distribute as bonus dun sa mga natirang partners. At yun yung nakikita mong entry dito. NST capital credited by 4,800 respectively. Okay? So, ito yung ano niya, no, solution din. Okay? Capital balance, okay, settlement for partner P, 216. Pero ang capital balance niya before withdrawal, 223,200. Okay, so ang difference, 7,200. Bonus to old partners. Klaro? Sige. Next, scenario 3. Okay. This time naman, si P, nagbenta nung kalahati ng capital interest niya kay partner N for 120,000. And at the same time, the remaining capital interest of partner P was settled by the partnership for 102,600. So ito combination, sale of interest and at the same time settlement by the partnership. Okay, pero yung sale of interest niya, okay, sa isang partner lang, kay partner N. Okay? So pakita natin yung solution. So again, yung updated balance class parehas pa rin yan, ha? So this time, both sale of interest tsaka settlement by the partnership. So take note, so yung kalahati daw ng 223,200 ng capital balance ni partner P, binenta niya kay partner N. Yan, sabi dito. Okay, for 120,000. Okay? Eh, ang kalahati nun is 111,600. Tama? So, tanggalin mo yon kay partner P, idagdag mo yon kay partner N. Pero magkano nabenta yun ni partner P? 120,000. So, panalo dyan si partner P. Tama po ba? Kasi na-credit lang kay partner N, 111,600. Pero natanggap niyang pera si partner P, 120,000. Panalo siya doon. Okay? Pero wala nang pakialam si partnership doon kasi that's personal. Hindi yun makikita sa recording ng partnership book. Okay? Ang marirecord lang is yung transfer ng capital. Yung gain or loss between the partners, wala na si partnership doon. Okay? Next, yung settlement. Magkano yung settlement na ginawa ni partnership for the remaining half? 102,600. So, yun yung ilalagay natin as bawas dito. 102,600. And sa partnership capital balance, yun din yung total na impact. 102,600. Sa sale of interest, again, walang impact yan sa total partnership capital balance kasi transfer lang yan ng capital. Okay? So, if you will notice, ang nabawas kay partner P, 111,600. Okay? At the same time, 102,600. Okay? As settlement ng partnership, ito naman as transfer of capital or sale of interest. Okay? So, merong lumalabas na positive 9,000. Okay? Bakit positive 9,000 yan? Kasi in effect class, okay, that 9,000 is considered bonus. doon sa mga old partners. Okay? Kasi nga, 'di ba, dito pa lang pansinin mo, sa 102,600, 'di ba, kung kalahati ang natira, dapat 111,600. Pero binayaran lang siya ng partnership in the amount of 102,600. Tama po ba? Tinanggap niya 'yon. So, talo siya doon, pero panalo ang partnership by 9,000. And that 9,000 is considered bonus to the remaining partners, to the old partners. So, i-distribute yan, okay? Again, based on the P&L ratio ng mga natirang partner. And again, that is 3:5:1. Okay? The 9,000, para mag-zero out siya, dun sa bottom line, di ba? Distribute natin yan. Minus 9,000 dito, add. Okay? 9,000 times 3/9. Ito naman, 9,000 times 5/9. And 9,000 times 1/9. That is 3,000, 5,000, 1,000 respectively to N, S, and T. Okay? So the new balance as agreed in effect, no, for partner N, 484,200, for partner S, 741,000, for partner T, 304,200. So ang bagong capital balance after the withdrawal of partner P, 1,529,400. Get the capital ratio, in effect, the new capital ratio after the withdrawal of partner P. Ito yon, i-prorata mo lang. Tama? 484,200 divide 1,529,400. Okay? Same goes with partner S and partner T. So, same entries for distribution ng profit and for revaluation. Okay? Pero, doon sa settlement, syempre, bawas kay P, di ba? Yung kalahati, 111,600, and dagdag kay partner N, yung 111,600. Okay? Kay partner P capital, okay? Offset the remaining half, 'di ba? Yung capital balance niya, 111,600, and please take note, credit cash 102,600. Yan lang ina-settle. Tama ba? Ito 'yon. Yan. So yung difference na 9,000, that is bonus to old partners, kaya may credit sila dito na 351. So total 9,000. Tama? So here's the additional or supporting computation. So I hope nasusundan to, no? Okay. Next, scenario 4. Okay. Sa scenario 4, ito. Assuming the partnership has an outstanding loan payable to partner P amounting to 70,000. The partnership settled the withdrawal of P for 311,200 including of his loan, which is to be returned in full. So, take note, this time, dinagdag ng problem na may utang pala itong si partnership kay partner P. Okay? So, bukod dun sa whatever is the updated balance ni partner P, may utang pa siya talaga kay partner P. So, 70,000 yung amount nun. At klinaro ng problem na isa-settle yan, okay, 311,200. Okay, in the amount of 311,200. Pero kasama na daw doon yung utang ng partnership, okay, kay partner P. Okay, so kasama na yung 70,000. Okay? So pakita natin kung paano yung naging solution yan. Okay? So again, same pa rin to same pa rin to. Okay, walang sale of interest. Ang nangyari, settlement by the partnership. Now, if you will notice class, ang bawas lang dito, okay, 241,200. Sir, di ba ang settlement nangyari 311,200? That's correct. Pero klinaro ng problem, out of that amount, kasama na dyan yung loan na 70,000. Okay? So in effect, the difference, 311,200 minus 70,000, yun yung settlement pertaining doon sa mismong capital balance lang ni partner P. And that is 241,200. Tama po ba? Tingnan natin. 311,200. Ito kasi yung total settlement na ginawa nila kay partner P. Kasama na dyan na binayad yung utang ng partnership na 70,000. Ayun. So in effect, yung natirang 241,200, yan ang ginawang settlement ng partnership para doon sa capital mismo ni partner P. Okay? Take note, magkano ang updated capital balance ni partner P before withdrawal? 223,200. Magkano ang settlement ng partnership? 241,200. Therefore, panalo dyan si partner P. So, meron ditong lumalabas na 18,000 na difference. Kung panalo si partner P, malamang siya ang may bonus. Okay? Kaya mapapansin mo dito, class, okay, yung 18,000, in effect, bonus kay partner P, ang indication nun sa mga old partners, babawasin yung capital nila. Okay? So again, distributed based on the P&L ratio ng natirang partner. Okay? So 18,000 times 3 over 9, 18,000 times 5 over 9, and 18,000 times 1 over 9. Okay? So ang balance after the withdrawal of partner P for partner N, okay, capital 363,600, for partner S 726,000, for partner T 301,200. So pag tinotal mo yan, ang partnership capital balance is 1,390,800. Okay, to get the new capital ratio, okay, iprorata mo lang accordingly. So ito yon kay partner N. Tama? And so on and so forth for partner S and T. Okay? So, same entries. Tama po ba? For this, distribution of profit and revaluation. Dito, okay, ito yon. So, if you will notice, debit P capital 223,200, yung total updated capital balance ni partner P. At the same time, di ba, binayaran yung loan ni partnership kay partner P. So, debit P loan. Okay, liability yan ni partnership eh. So, pag i-recognize mo yan, babayaran mo yan, debit, syempre. 70,000. Okay. Debit NST capital. Take note, may bonus kasi nangyari in the amount of 18,000 in total. So, pag pinag-plus mo yan, tama, 18,000 yan. 6, 10, tsaka 2. Okay? And yung total cash payment na nangyari nga is 311,200. Okay, balance yung entry mo dyan. Okay, so tama tayo. Okay? So, to silang yung supporting computation, total settlement, 311,200. Kasama na dyan yung loan, yung 70,000. So, para lang makita mo kung ano lang yung ginawang settlement ng partnership pertaining dun sa capital balance ni P, okay, itanggalin mo yung loan na 70,000. So, that is 241,200. Okay? So, again, yung capital balance ni partner P before the withdrawal, okay, is 223,200 lang. Okay, so lumalabas, may 18,000 na difference, bonus para sa kanya. Okay, kasi sinettle ng partnership, 241,200. Okay, kung bonus sa kanya, okay, bawas dun sa mga old partners. Para po, as indicated dito sa entry. Okay, ito. Last scenario, scenario 5. Okay, same pa rin. Okay, naiba lang yung amount ng settlement. Kasi this time, 250,200. At the same time, okay, for that amount, hindi kasama pa dyan yung payment for loan. Ayan, sinabi dito. Excluding office loan. Again, 70,000 pa rin yung loan, no? Okay? So, yung settlement na nangyari na 250,200, okay, hindi pa kasama dyan yung loan. Pero klinaro ng problem na babayaran din yung loan in full. So, babayaran din tong 70,000. Ang point lang ni sir, yung 250,200, settlement yan na hindi pa kasama yung loan. So, kung titingnan mo maigi, okay, yung 250,200, settlement lang yan para doon sa capital balance ni partner P. Tama? So, to appreciate more, punta tayo sa solution. Okay? Same pa rin to, class. Okay? Pero dito, tinan nyo, sa withdrawal, walang sale, no? Sa settlement, ang nilagay natin, 250,200. Ito talaga yung settlement para dun sa mismong capital balance ni partner P. Okay? So, lalabas, panalo dyan si partner P by 27,000. Ito yon. Therefore, bonus sa kanya, pero okay, deduction pagdating sa mga remaining partners. Okay? So, distributed yan accordingly doon sa P&L ratio nilang natira. Okay? So, 3/9 of 27,000, that's 9,000. 5/9 of 27,000, that's 15,000. And 1/9 of 27,000, that's 3,000. Okay? So, ang lumalabas na balance after the withdrawal of partner P, 360,600 for partner N, 720,000 for partner S, and 300,200 for partner T. Their new capital ratio, okay, is this. Okay? Klaro yun? So, parehas lang ng entry dito, class, no? Okay. Then, at the same time, ito. Yung settlement, okay? Of course, debit P capital, 223,200, yung updated capital balance. Ito yon. And also, the settlement of partnership, okay, of the loan made from partner P, 70,000. Okay? And at the same time, yung bonus na nangyari papunta kay partner P. So, bawas doon sa mga natirang partner. 9, 15, tsaka 3,000. Okay? Ito yon as computed. Okay? So, ang total settlement talaga na lumalabas, 320,200. Okay, huwag kang malilito. Yung 250,200, tama? Sabi dun sa problem, settlement yan pero hindi pa kasama yung loan. So, pag kasama na yung loan, ang total settlement, plus mo, 70,000. Kaya ang credit cash mo talaga, in total, 320,200. Okay? Klaro yun? So, ito, ang total settlement, kasama ang loan, 320,200. Tama? Less 70,000. So, ang settlement para dun sa mismong capital balance ni partner P, 250,200. Ang capital balance ni partner P before withdrawal, 223,200. So, ang bonus para sa kanya ay 27,000. Okay?